Hi, my name is Tia DuPont, and I'm the Recreation Specialist for Mankato Community Education and Recreation. I have paired up with my friend Katie Murphy, the Aquatics Coordinator at the Lake Crystal Area Recreation Center, to talk about some water safety tips for you today.
Hi, Tia. It's so great to get to talk to you about water safety, one of my favorite things. My favorite water safety rule is probably to look before you leap. So, anytime that we go swimming, we want to make sure that we're looking at the water and what's in it before we just jump in. At pools, we want to look at how deep the water is. Oftentimes, you can see how deep it is either by looking or by looking at the water depth number that's written on the side of the pool. Make sure that if you can't swim very well, you're staying in water where you can touch. We also want to make sure that we're looking out for other people and objects before we jump in the water. That way, you're not jumping on top of someone or on top of an object that might hurt you. At an outdoor body of water, like a lake or a pond, we can't see the bottom as easily or know how deep it is. So, you want to make sure that you are staying in the roped off swimming area and make sure that you go into the water slowly and you don't go as far as where you cannot touch.
One of my favorite water safety rules is think so you don't sink. If we ever get into danger in the water, we want to make sure that we stay calm so we can clearly think about what we need to do to keep ourselves safe. In the pool, we want to make sure that we stay where we can touch or where we are comfortable, especially if we're still learning how to swim. If we ever get tired, we want to make sure that we roll onto our backs and float so that we can keep our face out of the water and still be able to breathe while regaining our energy. These also apply when we're outside of the pool at a lake, pond, or a river. We also want to make sure that we don't go into water that's unsupervised all by ourselves.
I also love to swim with my friends. It's not safe to swim by yourself. If you get into danger, you wouldn't have anyone to help you if you were all by yourself. So make sure that you always bring a buddy, especially if you're going to go to a place where there isn't a lifeguard, like a lake. You want to make sure that you have someone there that can either help you out or make sure that they can call for help if you do get into trouble.
If our friends or anyone that we see in, on, or around the water becomes in danger, we want to make sure that we do the right things to keep ourselves and them safe. Instinctually, we may want to just jump in and help them, but that's not always the best thing, because if something goes wrong, we could both be in danger. The Red Cross recommends to reach or throw, don't go. One of the easiest ways to help our friends is with a handy dandy pool noodle. When we are using this as a way to reach out to somebody, we want to make sure that we stay low to the ground so that we don't get pulled in trying to pull them out. We want to reach out as far as we can and ask our friends, hey, I'm here to help, I'm here to help. Making sure that we get low to the ground.
Another great way to keep ourselves and keep our friends safe is to wear a life jacket, especially if you're not a very good swimmer. So I do have some life jackets here that I'm going to show you. These are the life jackets that you can find at the rec center. So this one is a Coast Guard approved life jacket. Any life jacket that you find, you want to make sure that it's Coast Guard approved. And you can see if it is by looking at what's written on either the side of the life jacket like this, or it'll be on the inside of the life jacket if you have a different kind. And then you want to make sure that it's going to fit well. So on here it says youth, and then it says user weight 50 to 80 pounds. So you want to make sure that you find a life jacket that is going to be suitable for your weight and your size. These life jackets fit a lot of people really well because it is only on the front with a strap that goes around. As long as you can actually clip the strap, then these are pretty safe. Other life jackets you want to watch out for when you put them on if they're going to slide up too far. or if they don't clasp, then they're not the right size. Puddle jumpers are also another good option. So these ones have the little strap back here, and they're very safe. These ones are U.S. Coast Guard approved, so it'll say that on here just like the other one did. Don't use life jackets that are not U.S. Coast Guard approved. You will find at stores floaties that are just blown up with air. They're not life jackets. Those are not safe to wear in the water. They could easily slip off of your arms, or they could pop, and they just aren't as safe as U.S. Coast Guard approved life jackets. So if you're looking for a life jacket, make sure that you look out for that. Thanks for listening to me and Tia chat about our favorite water safety rules and tips, and we hope that you have a fun and safe summer.
We both hope that you learned something new and you can take away something that'll keep you safe this summer in, on, or around the water. Make sure to do your part, be water smart.